Whatever happened to the Zeo Powers from Power Rangers? Well, let's find out. The Zeo Crystal is so old that its origins are unknown. But we do know that it possesses incredible power, and millions of years ago, it was brought to Earth's moon, and was hidden under what would become Rita's palace in order to keep it safe. And it was guarded with a force field that would only let people who were pure of heart touch it. And of course, if anybody evil tried to touch it, they would get the Lord Zed treatment and end up a hideous scarred mess if they were even alive at all. Anyway, in the modern day, the Power Rangers discovered that Master Vile found a way to access the Zeo Crystal, so they decided to steal it first. They would ultimately succeed, and ended up shattering the crystal and sending all of its shards throughout time and space. Which seemed like a good idea at the time, but Goldar would destroy their power coins, and Master Vile would turn back time and make the Rangers into kids, forcing the Rangers to go and retrieve the crystals that they just hid. Luckily though, after a few adventures, the Zeo Crystal would be recovered, and it would be used by Zordon to make brand new powers for the Rangers that kept getting stronger the more they used them, which allowed them to easily defeat the Machine Empire and every other enemy they faced, but one day they just stopped using them. In fact, in later seasons, they would go out of their way to not use their Zeo powers unless it was an emergency, and as a result, they only really showed up in Forever Red and the Legendary Battle. They were avoiding them so hard that Adam actually risked morphing with a damaged Mastodon coin rather than just use his Zeo Ranger 4 powers. So why is this? Well, as we see on the show, the more powerful Gold Ranger powers use the exact same energy as the Zeo Crystal, and they were actually harming Jason, causing his body to reject the powers and nearly costing him his life. And since the Zeo powers are made from the exact same energy, it's likely the exact same thing was happening to them, albeit at a slower rate. And since the powers get stronger and stronger over time, they likely get more dangerous the more they're used. Plus, you know, these were the first powers that Zordon created all by himself, so maybe he made a few mistakes along the way and they're just not very stable. I mean, it's not like they tested any of them before they used them. Plus, on top of this, the Zeo Ranger powers are definitely the heavy hitters in their arsenal. And of course, the Rangers are trained not to escalate a battle, so they'd probably end up saving them for when they were absolutely necessary. So at the end of the day, nothing really happened to them. They still work just fine, and Tommy's were actually added into his Master Morpher. But since they're so dangerous, and you know, dinosaurs are a lot cooler than just regular shapes, they only get used once in a blue moon.